Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the video. What I guess today is another Division video. Today's going to be something a little bit different, so I decided to put a list together of 10 important tips for all players that pretty much play the game. It really doesn't matter if you are a new player to the game or if you've been playing the game since it pretty much came out. As you guys know, I've been playing this game since pretty much the beta, so I pretty much know the ins and outs of this game. Like I said, I decided to make this video to share with you guys. For new players, for old players, these are just 10 important tips for pretty much anyone that plays the game. So if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. First off, let me say I'm sorry if this video is going to be pretty long. As you guys know, covering 10 different things in a video, it's not the quickest thing to do, so once again, I am sorry if this video is going to be pretty long to watch. Anyways, moving on to the first tip is never play the dark zone by yourself. Trust me, I have experienced this on my own body so many times. I've been going to the dark zone so many times by myself, and it's so annoying to play because mostly anyone you run into is a party of 2, 3, or even 4. It's pretty annoying and you rarely find players that are solo just like you. And trust me, it's not the funnest thing to go there by yourself if you are just trying to farm bosses or something like that, trying to get new gear or weapons. Going in there by yourself is something you definitely want to avoid as of right now. The second most important tip I can tell you guys is always use your first aid. You guys don't understand how many times I see players playing the incursion, playing the underground, whatever it is. So many people don't run first aids, and I don't understand why. Instead of wasting your medkits, you want to have first aid. Even if your skill power is really bad, you are still going to get some sort of a heal every, couple of seconds and stuff like that. So always have a first aid on. It's a honestly lifesaver. Next up, you always want to focus on your toughness / health on your character. You guys don't understand how many builds I see with just crazy amount of skill power, crazy amount of DPS, and their toughness is like 200k, maybe like 150k. It's honestly really weird, and I don't understand how players, survive. Because me personally, I have like 450,000 toughness, and I still pretty much get destroyed in the dark zone. So you definitely want to focus on your toughness and your health on your character. The next tip I have for you guys is never have below 75% armor. You guys don't understand, when you have 75% armor, your character pretty much gets a boost of like armor and health. I don't know why. I can tell a difference when I have like 69 or like 68% armor or like even 73% armor. My character feels so weak without 75% armor. Once you get that to 75, your character will feel so much better. So trust me, if you are a new player to the game, make sure your armor is always at 75%. Next up is always make sure you have a marksman rifle on your character. You guys already know how overpowered the M1A is, pretty much how overpowered any marksman rifle in the game is. And to do between 400 and 600,000 damage with one shot of a marksman rifle to a NPC is really clutch, and let's just be honest, there's nothing better than a marksman rifle in the game in my opinion. The shotguns are really good, but a marksman rifle comes in handy so much more when you are playing, PvE and not the dark zone. Another very important tip I have for you guys is whenever you're doing the incursions, make sure you or your teammates have a immune station on, because it comes in handy so many times, especially when you're doing the Dragon's Nest incursion and you are farming the 4 horsemen. You always want to have a immune station on, because the gas they throw, even the flames that are coming your way, the immune station is going to save your ass so many times. Trust me, a immune station is very important for pretty much any incursion you do. The next tip is more directed to new players to the game, and that is make sure you never have random gear on your character. I know when you start off the game, it's really hard to get gear sets, it's really hard to get, one specific gear set together, but try your hardest to put any set together. And overall, it's just something you definitely want to avoid and get specific gear sets as quick as you can. Moving on to the next one is never play the underground solo. Trust me, like I said with the dark zone, playing the underground solo is just as bad as the dark zone, because so many people that play the underground operations have absolutely no idea what they're doing, especially when you're trying to farm heroic operations or whatever. Try to get at least 1 or 2 people to play with you, because it's going to be so much easier and you're going to complete those operations so much quicker. A very important tip I have for you guys for PvP and PvE is roll around when you are one shot. For some reason, when you are just rolling around, spamming your X or your A button, if you are on PS4 or Xbox One, when you're spamming that and you're just pretty much rolling around, for some reason I feel like the bullets don't tend to hit you as much, even though the player might be aiming on your body. For some reason it works like that, so definitely roll around as much as you can when you're about to die. Last but not least is make sure you always use the survivor link. I don't understand so many people use like the recovery link or even the damage link, the tactical link. I kind of understand the tactical link if you are, doing the incursions or whatever, but never ever use the recovery link. It's so freaking bad. I don't understand why people use it. you can use the tactical link or survivor link and pretty much help out your team with more damage or more armor. So definitely use one of those two, but in my recommendation, I would definitely use the survivor link. It's so much more clutch. And when you're about to die and you're last alive, you can pop it and pretty much get away from the situation and hopefully complete the mission. But that concludes my 10 important tips for any player that plays the Division. Once again, I'm sorry if the video is pretty long, but anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.